Welcome back to Wednesday Night Zombie Fever. You're here with Steph, Rach and Bridget on 2BACR 100.9 FM. And that last song was Save Me Now by Monique. It's a new song, just on YouTube at the moment. But, up and coming new artist. I think she's quite good. I've actually seen her sing live and she's really good. She's got a really good voice. So I've
got that clip up on the Wednesday Night Zombie Fever Facebook page, so share it around.
And if she gets big, we discovered her.
Yep.
There you go.
We did. You heard it here first.
Yep. Okay,
Speaking of another artist,
hopefully
already established.
An artist that's not as good, in my opinion. But anyway, Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about this.
Miley Ray Cyrus.
Is that really her name?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Look it up on Twitter.
Okay, so I think by now almost everybody's seen the clip of her at the VMAs.
And everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah, when did that happen actually? That was this weekend, right?
It's like Sunday, yeah.
I was so out of it, I'd been too busy walking.
It was really,
all I saw was rocks.
If you didn't hear the trail walk thing, Rachel did a lot of walking.
And
she wasn't just walking to the shop.
Anyway, so the clip of her, she performed live.
With Robin Thicke.
Yes.
Yep.
It was really, really bad. Like, she was wearing very little
distasteful
clothing.
It was basically this tan-coloured bikini thing. But also, I mean, it wasn't just that outfit. I think it was the styling as well. Like, she had her hair down up in these two little buns on the top of her head.
Like,
that made her
look like a teddy bear. Because the whole thing was teddy bear themed for some reason. It sort of made her look like
a character from Arthur. She looked like this DW type thing. Anyway.
And also the red lips didn't help.
Just her sticking her tongue out all the time was really gross.
She has a freaky serpent tongue.
What's the guy from Kiss's name? The guy was
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, yeah. A little bit Gene Simmons-esque.
And the look on her face, like she had this weird squinty thing going on. So maybe if she didn't have the tongue out, if she had her hair done properly, it couldn't have, like, maybe it wouldn't have been
more the dancing that really did it.
The dancing with the
vulgar ass.
The finger, the down, prices are down, Coles.
The Coles finger.
Yes, it was not good.
So
you don't do that. With the Coles finger.
No, that's off limits, that finger.
No, we're talking about groceries.
But you know what's even more funny coming out of that is the reactions from the crowd. And there's so many pictures of celebrities' faces.
They're from people who are just so stunned they look bored.
Yeah. There was people who were not looking at her at all. Like, who was it?
Drake was just looking at the floor.
Just looking down the whole time, not even looking at the stage. There is this picture circulating of Will Smith's family.
But it is hilarious.
This has been placed with Miley Cyrus, but I think it was more a reaction to Lady Gaga's outfit.
Yeah. They've said it was a reaction to Lady Gaga.
But if anybody hasn't seen the picture, go and look it up because it is hilarious. Like, Jaden Smith looks like he's about to cry.
It's really, really funny.
Like, Willow Smith, her mouth is just, like, it's just open, like, stunned disbelief, you know. It's just the funniest photo I've ever seen. The entire family is just like, oh my god.
And Will Smith looks kind of wary, like, I'm not going there. Like, just...
And then you've got, like, the One Direction guys and Rihanna who just look like they don't know what's going on.
They're like, so that happened.
There was also that One Direction got booed when they got up to accept an award.
Did they?
Yeah, they got...
This was for the Song of the Summer. It's actually the only award in the show that's voted for by the audience or voted for by listeners.
Fans.
Yeah,
and they got booed by the fans for that.
Yeah, or by the people who went. But I don't know how you can get booed when it's like people voted for you.
Yeah,
people don't shut up about One Direction.
Lady Gaga, she's sitting in the audience and she's like, are they booing? It's like, are people booing them? And she got really angry.
Apparently she went up to them after the show and said, like, don't let them...
Yeah, she's like, don't worry about them. You guys are great. And then she's like, I'm leaving now. I can't stay here anymore. She's like, I'm going home.
She probably just went home to put on some sort of clothing because all she was wearing were 2 seashells and a G-string.
Well, I saw a picture of her. It looked like she was wearing a big white block at one point.
I think she did a
she's insane.
She's always good for her outfits, though.
Well, I guess this is the question.
It's always interesting.
She apparently gives birth to herself at some of her shows. Like, she shoots out of something.
But at least you can say she's entertaining.
Well, that's kind of the question that I think we're getting to. If anyone else had done the Miley Cyrus performance, whether it was Gaga, Katy Perry,
Rihanna.
Britney Spears, Rihanna, like, because they've all done some pretty raunchy things in the
there's some bad
past.
stuff that's happened at the VMAs.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I mean, here's a countdown. The top 10 crazy VMA performances. In 1984, Madonna.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not new. Like,
Well, Lady
This is
Gaga
the-
rips a lot of Madonna's stuff off.
yeah.
Like, heaps.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I think Justin Timberlake pointed out that this is the VMAs, it's not the Grammys.
Yeah.
People watch this to be shocked, and so you can't be too surprised at what turns up at the VMAs. So 1984, Madonna humping the floor, rolling around on the floor in some very provocative outfits.
Sounds pretty tame
In-
now.
In 2000, Britney Spears dancing with a cobra. Oh, I think it was a boa.
A boa,
actually,
yeah.
An actual live
What's
snake.
wrong with snake? I like snakes.
Peter was not happy.
Oh, yeah, well, Peter, yeah. I understand that.
Of course.
And then before, I think the year before, she'd even been dancing around, like this one she was just 18 or something, dancing around in a nude coloured outfit for a medley of what she'd done so far. In 1991, Prince decided to wear a pair of trousers without anything at the back.
Oh, nice. Good old Prince.
And completely waving that in front of the audience.
Yeah.
As you do or don't.
So, never do
In
that.
No.
Bridget, you may have seen the 1996 Oasis performance, complete with swearing and throwing beer around on the stage.
Which one?
This was
It sounded like just about every performance they ever did. And it was awesome.
Will.i.am in 2010, fronting the Black Eyed Peas. He joined Nicki Minaj on stage for a pre-show performance.
I was wondering
And-
when Nicki Minaj's name would come up.
Well, apparently he
There's
experienced
distaste.
backlash for wearing blackface during his performance,
Okay.
and
Right.
said that it shouldn't be looked at as racial. Then there's Britney Spears' infamous 2007 performance. This was meant to be a comeback. This is the sparkly. black
Oh, she
bikini
sort of
looking
stumbled
thing.
around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been much better if she just lip synced properly. Like, it was so bad.
Yep.
Then in 1992, well, before that, in 1992, Nirvana wanted to play what was then their latest hit, Rape Me.
Oh.
They have some
And
dark
And then
songs.
MTV executives wanted them to play something else, but then they actually just started singing it.
Yeah, they decided to play it anyway. Nirvana.
At number 3 in 2003, Madonna, Britney, and Christina, the three-way kiss for Like a Virgin.
Yeah, that makes
in-
sense.
In 2009, Lady
Sort
Gaga. Lady Gaga, obviously making the news because
She's
it's Lady Gaga. I don't remember this actual performance, but apparently she was hanging herself on stage at the end of
I don't remember that
her
either.
set.
I don't
That she was
remember.
supposedly glamorizing suicide. So
Yeah,
there's
I don't
clips of
remember
all
that
of
at all.
these. That was during Paparazzi. And of course, number one most shocking VMA performance would be Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's stupid
See,
twerking.
I think the problem with
Is it
Miley
really?
Cyrus's one is that it's not that it was, because she was half naked, because they do that all the time. I mean, it's nothing shocking anymore for them to be wearing very little clothing.
Yeah.
I think it was just the way it was done was really kind of it wasn't
It was the tongue out, it was the face,
it was the
all of
dance
it.
moves,
It was the hair.
hand, yeah.
It was that, hand.
Yeah, it was. Bridget was really scared. Look at her face. Yeah, I think it was just badly done. It was really vulgar.
But
And
at the
I
same
think she
time-
tried to be a little bit classy about it.
That was
Also-
rehearsed.
People like to point out that Robin Thicke is married.
Yeah.
They like to point that out, but I don't think that has anything to. It's a
Not
performance.
really. Yeah, no, it doesn't
Yeah.
really have anything to do with that. And it's just, I think the way it was choreographed is
Yeah.
really bad.
And the thing is, it was choreographed.
Yeah.
It's not like they said, oh, hey guys, we need somebody to do this performance tonight. Here's a mic, have fun.
Yeah.
It's rehearsed and it's...
Yeah, and they thought this
choreographed.
was okay. But, yeah, I think that's the problem. Because Madonna, okay, these artists do have a lot of backlash, but Madonna is a little bit more classy about the way she holds herself. And Lady Gaga is really artsy, so people kind of... They get shocked about it, but they kind of let it go. But Miley Cyrus, she was kind of seen as the, Hannah Montana, the good girl, kind
Yeah.
of role model to young ladies.
She's pretty desperate to shed that image.
And, yeah, but
as
that's
soon
how
as she
she's-
cut her hair.
And then she's up on stage being really, really vulgar. You know what I mean? It wasn't. There was nothing classy about it at all.
And I don't think she needs to shed that image though, because it wasn't a bad image, and it wouldn't have hurt her career to kind of just let that image evolve rather than shaking it off.
Yeah, rather than trying to be shocking.
Yeah, because people just look at that as really desperate and.
She is clearly, she does not want any Hannah Montana.
Gone off the rails is how I put it.
Yeah.
But it's like any of those like young actresses today. A lot of them are, what happened to Amanda Bynes? She went a little bit crazy and shaved her head and now wearing really bad wigs and bouncing around in jumping castles and pretending she's not in states that she's obviously in because there's people there interviewing her. That's a funny interview, by the way. The guy's like, so what are you doing in... I'm just going to pick a random state because I don't know where she was. What are you doing in Ohio? And she's like, I'm not in Ohio. It's like, well, I'm talking to you in Ohio. I'm not in this state. Okay.
I think it actually makes it look really good. Taylor Swift. Because she's about the same age, but she doesn't have any sort of drug or alcohol problem.
She dated everybody?
She's been linked to quite a few people.
I think statistically you're more likely to date Taylor Swift than to get bitten by a spider these days. It's just ridiculous.
At least Miley Cyrus, she is apparently still with Liam Hemsworth. I don't know what's going to happen now, but she's apparently still with him. But Taylor Swift, I'm sick of her writing songs about her relationships. Just
she does a lot.
Very obviously.
Actually, apparently, I heard somewhere that she...
I heard that's the quote of the night. Oh, Taylor Swift writes songs about relationships. Yeah, she does that a lot.
Yeah.
All of them.
A lot.
Yeah, because she
only does that.
She was with one of the guys from One Direction. She wrote a song about him.
Harry Styles.
John Mayer wrote a song about him.
Yeah.
Was it Joe Jonas?
Joe Jonas.
Yeah.
Written about him?
Yep, there you go. I think she just goes out with these people so she can write a song about them.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Kennedy. Was she with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yep.
She went out with a Kennedy at one point?
Yep, a Kennedy.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't think she's written anything about him.
Well, no.
Oh, yeah, no, probably not.
There are a lot of songs on those albums that aren't singles, though, so
that's
I'm sure
true.
It's fun.
Actually, yeah.
All of them are about someone she's dated.
They are.
Connor Kennedy, I Hate You, has to be about someone, right? That's not an actual song.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Thanks,
It
guys.
fell flat.
I'm like, that's a song. She's hit rock bottom with that one.
I don't know if she's done any song that isn't about a relationship.
Probably not.
Oh, no, she has.
Like what? 22?
Yeah.
It's still about being... That's when she's single. That's when she wants to be.
There's a few others that aren't actually... I mean, not only the singles and things, but just other songs that she's had.
Yeah. Well, VMAs, good or bad? What do you think?
I'm gonna let you finish, but...
I like it.
Yeah, that happened too.
Yeah.
I like the VMAs. I like that they're an award show where you can kind of do anything.
I
And people
don't
can
think
really
I've
shop
watched
and they can
one.
go for
I
it.
don't think people should be allowed to do anything, though.
What?
Do anything they want, I mean. Nobody's allowed to sit in your chair and be tied up. Yeah, no. What I mean is, I don't think people should be allowed to do whatever they want on national TV.
They aren't. There are restrictions.
Well, I don't see any.
They're not... okay, I don't want to say what I just thought of saying.
I think I got what you... Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can't have nudity. You can't have certain things.
Yeah, but they push it to the very limits. You know what I mean?
But that's how you know where the limits are.
Imagine 10 years from now.
Why should we be pushing things to those limits?
With that Miley Cyrus performance, now we know where the line is. And it's not blurred, it's very strict. And she definitely stepped over it.
It was that point where she got out of the teddy bear and stuck her tongue out. That was the line.
It's still a bit blurred. I mean, look at Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can she get away with her stuff? I don't understand it. She gives birth to herself.
That's art.
That's arty, Bridget.
That's not art.
It's
avant-garde.
People think you're not classy.
I'm going to go paint a white canvas white.
That's already happened. That sold for $50,000.
I know.
Sorry. Yeah, now you can halve its value by painting another one.
Still a lot of money.
Yes. White on white.
Well, yeah, I like the idea that people can sort of push the boundaries and try new things and see how it...
Even when it's
I'm
gross.
all for trying new things. I don't think that Kids watch this show, really?
No, but it's on at like a certain time and everything. It's up to the parents.
I think that one's on pretty late. It's not the Nickelodeon awards.
Like, it's up to the parents to decide whether it's okay for the kids to watch them.
But I think we've established that parents shouldn't be able to decide.
Like, what was the oldest
Ironically,
performance
they
I
shouldn't
just read
have
out?
kids.
Some of those performances I read out were from the 80s. Like, you can't say, I didn't know the VMAs were going to be provocative.
Yeah,
Madonna was pretty shocking in the 80s.
Everything. People are not qualified to say what their kids can and can't watch, in my opinion. Because people are buying their 8-year-olds Grand Theft Auto, and that shouldn't be happening. And then they blame Grand Theft Auto for their kids being violent. It's not the game's fault, it's you letting them play them. Anyway. I have a lot
Is this to do with the gun argument as well?
I think this is veered from the VMAs a little.
It's the same general area. It's all entertainment.
Yeah, see, I think it's entertainment.
I don't think Miley Cyrus was entertaining at all. I just wanted to turn it off.
I felt confused.
I felt
what was going on?
My eyes out with a pen.
Why did she have that finger?
Yeah, it would have been worse without the finger.
I think it would have been worse.
Well, would she have done that if she didn't have the finger?
No. Well, what if she did have the finger and she didn't have the finger and she still did that?
Okay, at this point we usually tell people to check the clip out. Don't check the clip out, you'll be stuck.
You don't need to.
Alright, so let's end this here. We're going to our next lot of songs.
Yep. We'll be back with the question, are people getting fitter or fatter?
Yes. Fitness versus fatness.
This is 2BACR 100.9